Session number 2. Now we're attempting to rebuild
Well,
the broken chain.
we can confirm that it's been over 24 hours since there's been a block. So that's well past the longest that there's been a gap on mainnet.
Did the density did the density made it to 0 now, or it stayed at 4 something as we?
It stayed at 4.884, so my prediction was correct. It only
Yeah,
does the
correction. Yeah,
calculation. It only does the calculation
nice.
based on receiving a block. It doesn't real time check density. So the tool is built. This is GLive View tool is built assuming that things will run. Which, I mean, is fair. You're not really building a tool to test for it failing. But right, so we still have block 36333732, which was in the chat from yesterday as the last block that was available. The syncing rate has gone down 0.1%. We're at 99.9% synced according to the GLive View tool, because it's assuming that we'd have a lot of blocks to sync up to the tip that just aren't there.
And if possible, I would like to truncate or attempt to truncate it back to what I shared in the chat, if that can be done, which is slightly earlier than when we stopped.
Now, one thing I'd like to test, Mike, if you're okay with this, is the CIP-0135
Oh, yes.
states that once there's been enough of a gap in block production on a Cardano network, it will be impossible for blocks to be able to be added after a certain point. On mainnet, that's 36 hours, or hours if you're local to me. But
I'm ready to
yeah.
restart it if you want to give it a try.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, Mike and I still have the block 36333732 as my most recent block. I haven't truncated at all, and neither is Mike. So we're going to put our keys back.
Yep.
And see if we get a scheduled block. If we can produce one, it will not work as according to the CIP, but it's just worth trying just to make sure. So I'm going to do that.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I just need to move my keys back and make sure they're the ones that are the latest Kez keys, because it's expecting that right now.
I just changed my starting script. That's all I did. I didn't move the keys.
I'm just moving all my files back. I had them all in a folder called stopped. So I'm just moving them out of stopped and down to the proper directory for the keys to be there. And now I'm going to restart my node with the keys present. I mean, you don't even need to restart it really, because you can do a sig thing, but I'll just restart. Let's not be fancy. Right, it's restarted now. Let's go have a look and see if it's picked up the keys. Interestingly, you kept saying yesterday, Mike, that the delegation will change after the epoch's end, but will that actually happen if there's no blocks and no trigger of the epoch's end?
I don't know.
Well, we didn't get a block, so no matter what, we had enough delegation when we stopped everything on the 6 participating nodes. But yes, I've started it. It has detected my Kez keys, the current on disk and chain. Obsert is rotation number 3, valid until. Oh, it hasn't picked up the validity correctly. Of course, it hasn't, because it hasn't synced to tip. It can't. So
I told you it was gonna go back, right?
well, it found the key and it has loaded the key. Now we just got to see.
Mine is running right now.
Mine is starting right now. I'll check my journal, see what's happening. It might be doing a chunk validation.
I have mine running, and I've got the forge error.
Oh yeah, let's have a look.
Trace no ledger view.
Yeah, it's trying to do. Yes, exactly that error. It says cardano.node.forge:error:48. And then it says trace no ledger view. I think the network is well and truly broken at this point.
Trace no ledger view.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, well, we're in deep trouble. What do we do? What do we do? Panic! Ah! Something alternate is dead. Again.
Okay, so I've done a tip query, and it believes that the sync progress is 99.88% from the Cardano CLI, and that the last block is 6333732, the last block we got yesterday. So yeah.
So it is broken.
Yeah, it thinks that 100% is out there, but it can't even do anything to get to it.
Okay.
Do you want me to try sending you 1 million Sancho bucks just to make sure?
You won't be able to. You won't be able to.
What will it do? Just hang? Do they time out? Or do they just sit there? Transactions on CLI?
Just so you guys know, in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna have to go pick up my children's, which still exist, but I will be back.
Yeah, of course you do. It's 1 hour later than usual, yeah.
Yes. But that being said, any of us could technically use the synthesizer because we all hold the very same amount of delegation and we have more than enough delegation to any of us produce the amount of blocks required to be within the 3K over F that's required to do that.
We do also need to all make sure we've firewalled off the port to only accept the IP addresses. And
Yes.
I need to do that. And when I do that, I will put the command in chat. I just didn't yesterday. Sorry.
Quick question for Johnny. Johnny 101.
Yes.
The synthesizer, you said you had to. So the credential file that you use, you can use it from many pools. That's what you mentioned, because
yeah, you can make a bulk credentials file, which is like basically a slurp of the credentials into a single JSON from multiple pools. So if you had like what we were doing on SanchoNet is we had 3 pools and we would slurp that into one bulk credentials file, and then when we synthesize, it would basically combine all the schedules from all 3 pools into one, and you'd have a lot better chain density through that synthesized period. So if we just take a look at the args for DB-Synthesizer, so it can take the bulk credential file and you don't have to give anything else. If you don't give that, I think it's expecting the operational cert file, the VRF key, and the KES key you can see in the args when you do a...
Share that again.
Oh, yeah, it's the opcert. Oh, yeah, of course. Those are the 3 deployables you need for a pool, right? Your opcert, your KES, and your VRF. So it needs all 3 of those.
The topology file, make sure to set trustable to true if you don't have a bootstrap entry.
Yeah, it'll bounce back. Yeah. Well, actually, it moved down to local, but yes, I can't edit his here. So I'll throw it in here and just edit it as a new version. Trustable true on the local with a valency of 6. Is that valency of 6 true? Has anybody got a domain with multiple potential IPs behind it?
Not me.
Okay.
For the instruction that you put on the chat of add your block producer to a topology JSON, it's added in the local roots.
Yeah, in this case, it wouldn't be a bootstrap, it would be a local root. And it's the inverse on the block producer. You should already have your relays in your original topology file. So if you migrate them across to this one, you just want to make sure that there's established link in both directions between your block producer and your relays that are your own on either side.
Got it, yeah.
So you've got that flow of communication and blocks can be passed. Yeah. And then the very important one in the topology file is use ledger after slot -1 at the bottom. What that means is you're only going to use what's listed in this topology file and not seek other peers using P2P. You're just gonna stay isolated. But that doesn't control who connects to you, so that's why you have to do the firewall rule as well, because then they can't. It'll just fail for them if they try.
I have to test it out if you set peer sharing to false and initiator mode only
Yeah,
to true.
False, yeah.
Um,
the P2P protocol should be true, but the
yeah,
sharing
but
is
but when you set initiator mode only to true, node switches to a unidirectional behavior. I have not tested it with a public relay where other peer-to-peer nodes try to connect to and try to push a block up there in bidirectional mode if it still would receive that one. But I think I will try this once SunshineNet is running again, because if it's working, we can do this whole thing without firewalling off the relay. Which would be pretty handy.
Yeah, it would be handy, yeah. But
if I turn on my block producer now, nothing would break, right? Like nothing would happen because it's gonna be on its own chain.
We showed the journal. It's not even going to be able to produce a block is the problem, right? It's just there's no ledger for it to look to. There's nothing available for it to sync. It's just dead in the water. It's a completely dead chain right now.
So when we truncate to the previous block, are we gonna do it? Do we do it when the block producer is like running, or it has to be done?
You stop the block producer. You run the truncation tool. You set the block that you're going back to, or the slot. But I think we're using block here, and then it'll delete that from your.
So the truncation is just deleting the files, the DV files.
Yeah. It's isolating, going back to the block that's in the chunk, and
to
then
the right chunk. Got it.
deleting it. Yeah, and then making sure that it creates something that can sync from that point. So whenever you restart it, it's like you're going back in time.
Got it.
We have this tip differential we're talking about. Oh,
question for you guys on the port firewall blocking you're just doing. You guys have your ports on your block producers open in general? Like I see 3001, 6002.
No, not the block producer. No, never. It's the relays also need to have this.
Oh, so you're talking about firewalling your relays to those?
Yeah.
Specifically, okay, gotcha.
Because that set of relays is separated off from the rest of the network, right? And that set of relays can propagate the blocks that come from the hidden block producers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't open up access on your block producer to the other relays if you have a relay. But because a few of us here don't have relays, and we're just running a block producer.
Yeah, because on our machines we have the port closed, but then when you have the local route and it reaches out, it establishes the bidirectional connection without having to open the port up at all. It still works.
Okay, well, we also have the topology set to -1 to look for no peers and not participate.
Right.
Yep. So if someone can't get to us and we're not asking anyone from us, I think it should stop any errant connection. Yeah.
They want to be us because they ain't us.
Welcome back, Mike. We need to go through a
Mike,
step.
Mike, you have missed it. You have missed it totally. SunshineNet is running again, so yeah, you have missed it.
Oh shoot!
Meeting's over.
And now you moved all the money from my wallets to yours. That's what you did, right? Empty blocks. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Mike, we need to run through DB-Truncater just for the sake of posterity. If anybody's looking at this video as a reference point,
So we do that first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a few of us haven't done it because I have not done it before, and I just want to make sure that you're guiding us and other people just haven't because they haven't.
Absolutely. We have a great example here from the tutorial that Sir Johnny shared to me that I will share to you right here. There you go. Okay. Where is it? Truncater, synthesizer is here, truncator is there. So I'll just copy paste that because it's easy to do this.
Okay, so with the truncation, I need to move my old keys back into focus because they'll be the ones it's expecting. So I need to move it. Which is simulating the kind of scenario that might occur. Someone might have just rotated their keys just before a breakdown. Just to justify doing the irresponsible thing. But yeah.
Which, by the way, where are you guys? What's your truncation point that you're going to be truncating to?
I shared it in the chat also.
Oh, okay.
How many R's?
Actually, yeah, it's slightly above. So,
I see.
yeah, that is the block. Yeah, 3,626. So this is the block number.
Okay.
Block that one, and the epoch is 851. Where did I put that?
Martin, being a very good Martin, has already done the truncation, and he has put his current tip into chat as well.
Wow.
This is the proactive SEO script creator has done the right thing in advance. Makes sense.
That looks. Is that the output, Martin, from the truncator, or is that a DB analyzer run on it after you truncated?
That's the DB trunk output.
Oh,
okay.
DB, there you are.
Okay, I gotta follow along with what you do here just to make sure.
Wait, am I missing the DB truncator, or do I have that? Is it?
I told you previously that if you downloaded the binary files, the precompiled ones from the release of Cardano node from the GitHub, you would be able to extract that and have the right tool.
Oh God, how
It's
embarrassing!
okay.
Don't worry about it. Wormhole magic. Let's do this.
Okay, wormhole magic.
Please forgive my foolishness. I apologize.
Central style.
From Mike instead of going to the official source. Just do that.
Trust me, bro. I'm gonna send you a file.
Just wormhole me, bro.
Yeah. Executable. Execute it. It has the same name, but it's a virus. But you shouldn't know that. Like.
It's fine.
It's
my own fault.
Sancho pool operators are all friends, and we should just run.
Trust me, bro.
Block producers, no relays. Block producers, we trust each other.
Hey, that trust me, bro mechanism has been going on for a while, and we managed to maintain a 5% density.
Pretty interesting. The coordination is really taking place.
I say that's 2 times better than preview, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yes.
Not the mainnet, don't worry, just SanchoNet, but still, it will be the mainnet if this goes horribly wrong. Having to delete history. I think there will be a Cardano Classic, although even if there is, like, how would it even participate? If scenario 2 happens, it can't build upon itself, it has to go back.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting thing. What would you suggest for mainnet? Would you suggest that we do some kind of bunk file for the synthesizer, or do you suggest we only have like one pool that's going to be able to produce within the... Oh, that's done. Truncated.
Okay, yours is done. I'm still waiting on mine.
I'm going to send the DB-Truncater to Sir Van.
Yeah.
And again, don't forget to make it executable.
It's in a private message while it's on screen in the stream. But yeah.
Don't worry about it. That's SanchoNet, man. SanchoNet style. What are you talking about? I'm sharing my seed phrase since day one.
I see.
And it's good because we mentioned to people, don't do this at home.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
Yeah, I like your videos. Do not ever do what we're doing in this YouTube video.
Yeah. What we're doing is bad.
All the time. Like, do not hold your private keys in a hot environment. Don't do like us.
Producer directly on the network without any relays.
This is SanchoNet. We don't care. They won't go for your monopoly money. Okay, so
what are we going to do? Are we going to try a small group of pools that have set up an isolated network, or are we going to give over all of our keys to a single, which isn't the scenario here?
That is one of the options. I just wanted it as an option. So the option 1, make a bulk file with all the keys of these guys. Option 2, we need to have at least a pool that's going to be able to min block within 3K over F, at least. That's going to lead the charge. But again, we're going to have to trust this history to be the right one to use. And option 3, we refuse to do everything, and we shut down.
Like on SanchoNet, for example.
Is there an actual
But
path?
anyway,
Is there an actual path for us to follow the SIP as it is written today? Can a group of pools, us 6, set our wall clocks 10x usual speed and run it and see if it works?
I think there is a path, but it would be probably, the way I understand it, would be a difficult synchronization.
Yeah. But what we want to do is invalidate the SIP as an acceptable means, right? So if we test it and it does turn out to be bad for synchronization because of time differences, we can highlight that and say the SIP is not correct.
Yeah. So here's just an off the cuff. Obviously, you can set your system time back, right? And that's what they're talking about with the wall clock. So I think if you truncate your chain back to before the block stop, like we've all done, then the group of 6 of you would have to simultaneously set your wall clock back to that time, all at the same time. So it's real time where you've truncated to.
No, it's insane.
Presumably, there's some operating system parameter where you, like a scaling factor for your crystal oscillator, that you can make your system clock go 10 times faster, which I've never looked into or tried to do, but let's assume it's there. And then all of you have to get your nodes started, and you'll all be going 10x from back then where it was truncated to, and sync forward. And then you guys all also have to choose a time that you stop this so that you don't shoot past real time. You have to cut it off once you get to real time, and then switch back to network time sync protocol and regular time, and resume regular forging. So yes, it's quite the coordination, but it's
can be done
if you can find that scaling factor.
Could you copy paste the command, please?
I have always thought that this method seems insane because of all of that requirement, right?
It is insane because with all the hypervisors and so, you really have to know what to do on the virtual machine to keep it thinking it's back a week or so. Really difficult. And while this whole process is running, the clock is not synced to anything, so it's a free running clock. And these clocks are not precise, free running. So
and also there's very small slippage when you try to connect with various protocols over the internet. So like if you set your real-time clock back and you do SSH, you won't be able to connect to servers that are on regular time. Now, as long as you're within a certain small window with potentially your other group of relays, maybe it won't be a problem. But I don't know. I've never tested that, and I don't know what the slippage is before it's a problem.
And another thing is, if you were doing this on MaimNet, so many people have followed guides to run a service that syncs the clock to real time all the time, like every couple of seconds, to make sure that there's not much of a slippage away from real time. So you'd have to instruct them to stop that, because it would be interfering with the entire process. Because it would just be going, no, that's not the real time, every couple of seconds. So it always seemed a bit like far-fetched, and that's why Mike and I for many weeks have been going like, what do you mean by speed up the wall clock? How are you going to do that? Like,
yes.
So if you wanna achieve this on mainnet and you wanna do it exactly how you explained it, this reduces the group of people that can do it on mainnet, I think, to
small
10
group
people.
of people with technical people, yes, and a small group within a physical location that have direct oversight over the thing, or at least have servers that are running. So we're going back to the need for it to be an actual pass over your CAS keys, pass over your this and that in the small group temporarily, while one person runs it with all of those rights to produce blocks so that they can do it in a streamlined way with one clock. But because we're supposed to be testing a fire drill of the SIP, that's why I was saying, is there a way to do it? And if the answer is no, there is not a way to do it, then we need to go back to the SIP people and say, this needs to be changed to meet reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was challenging you, but I didn't really believe there would be a way to get there.
Yeah. I did a quick AI search here, and it doesn't look like there's any any sort of easy way to speed the system, the actual system clock or hardware clock. They have some applications for like lib fake time, where you can start a service that will fake the time and you can speed that up, and then it intercepts system calls. So perhaps depending on the application you're using, it may work, it may not, depending on what kind of level it's getting the system time from.
Mm-hmm. And here's a question: do CIPs normally give the instructions of how to do the things, or do they just say you need to do a thing? Because this is very vague, right? It says you will set your wall clock 10 times faster, with no definition of what a wall clock is, what utility you need to use for that. Is that normal?
I think at the very minimum right now, at least one person will have to synthesize 1 day's worth of blocks. Because I think if you just turn your machine on right now and try to start forging, it'll show you ledger out of view errors.
Well, we've all truncated back. We've all truncated back to a good known block,
right?
And we have the right keys available for that, and we're all working on the same database.
Right,
So
but I think
Let's fire it up.
I think.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait. You wait.
Did you start yours?
I am not ready.
Let's go.
I'm not ready.
I know that
I don't-
Sanchonet has previous experience of truncating and restarting a chain. Just not trying to synchronize it to an expected slot number at an expected time.
Yeah, but that's but John, that's after I had synthesized the chain. So you guys truncated and started, but I had done the synthesis.
Is that true every time? Because Mike, you took over Sanchonet at some point. Have you done a truncation since?
No, every time we truncated, that's because Johnny right here did the synthesis first.
He did the required work. Sorry. Okay, so it won't work, is what you're telling me. Even though we've all got
That's what I'd wager. Yeah, because I think it's just going to look for the last block timestamp. The delta is going to still be bigger than 3K over F, and I think you'll get the ledger.
Expecting it to be in that.
Yeah, the ledger fail error. Yeah, I think it. But by all means, go ahead and let's confirm that so somebody could.
Yeah. We got to do confirmation testing.
Okay, so we're doing it.
Restart. Well, I have to get my. Yeah. Go. You restart. I'll move my keys.
First,
is that the right? Wait, Johnny. Do you have the right keys? That's not the one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm moving my keys. You got to listen to what I say, Mike. It's so often I say.
Okay. Got
Or
it.
what needs to be
first
done.
have to start the relays anyway, right?
I'm starting it.
And Mike, this is your block producer you're streaming,
Yes.
correct?
Oh, let's
Okay.
have a look at
In a very unsafe way.
that.
Here's my block producer, guys.
Hey, everybody, look.
So I should do the same, right? I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it.
You should cat your CAS key right now. You know, that'd be useful.
Normally,
Right,
normally it shouldn't work. It shouldn't work. So what we're probably gonna have to do
What's
something about it.
So are we restarting our servers or block producers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, give me a second.
Which apparently should not work. Which is interesting as well.
So each of the 6 of you that still has stake, you have like what is it, like close to 100% divided by 6, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
share?
Yes.
Mike redelegated it to all of us.
Yep.
Now, had you done that redelegation?
Wow, very cool.
It's the 100% divided by 6. Don't break your head.
Okay, so you got like 16%.
Mike, had you already done that redelegation at the block we truncated to?
Yes.
Had it already been done? Okay,
yes.
Just check.
Okay. Yes.
So it's replaying to the truncation point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, for me, it's going to take some time because the allocation of resources that I give to this one is not, like.
I started after you, and I'm now ahead of you, and I seem to be laughing.
I don't want to use words like bare minimum, but don't make me say
He's
it.
cheap.
So at one forger, 16% share, that forger singly should make 721 blocks in a 1-day period, which
I have, before we did all of this disaster stuff, I created a JSON output of my entire allocated block production for the epoch, and it scrolls for a long, long time. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just one forger should make a block in 2 minutes, roughly.
Yeah, it was 1 or 2
Yes.
minutes
You're
every
gonna do
one.
synthesis.
Yeah.
I was making a block.
Any one of us could have synthesized the chain. Any one of us can do it.
Yeah.
I guess
So
we'll
are
have
we
to do
getting-
some sort of report on that, right? I mean,
Yeah. Are
we could
we
just-
getting to the conclusion that it isn't possible to do a fully decentralized recovery of Cardano network because of the level of coordination involved in the original CIP specification isn't possible in the real world?
kind of is. Like I don't see any decentralized way to restore that chain. I'll be honest with you. Like,
The only way this might work is when you put together a super specified US and provide it for the SPOs to download and run it
Yes, that was
with
discussed.
their keys. So a super modified version where you can tweak the clock, and that US is communicating with each other to sync this process. I think that's maybe one way we could pull this off.
Or as Kronos was discussed
Yeah.
at one point for synchronizing across the network. Maybe I'm missing.
I mean, there could be a little bit of testing done. It looks like, so this utility, you may be able to run this and run node under this utility, so you don't actually have to set your whole system clock back, but it'll still pass system level return
Yeah.
values.
Yeah.
Node?
What I was saying is that this whole thing is super difficult for the SPOs to pull off. And
Yeah,
I think the easiest way is if we provide a ready-built US for them that includes all these tweaks where they just put in the node. The node is already there, so they just put in their secret keys. And
That
then
came up at the last TSC meeting. Kevin brought up that there might be a path to create a node that is specific for recovery purposes. The downside to that is it would have 2 development paths needed to be created with each new protocol version. So there'd be a constant need to update this recovery node alongside the main node so that it's compatible and works with after the most recent hard fork. So that was viewed as a downside in the meeting, but it might just be a requirement, if that makes sense. Anyway, so okay, what is everybody else's? Well, you're not started yet, so we'll wait.
I have one peer connection on my relay.
I have more.
It's gone.
I
It's back. It's back. Okay, all good.
have 6 outcoming.
Two peer connections. Hey. Okay.
6 out incoming and 3 outgoing. 5 out incoming and 3 outgoing, which is 8.
I'm
Which
on
is
my
interesting.
way. I'm coming.
Because I should only have 6. So
Amount of slots to process. Is it the amount of slot after truncation, or
Yeah. So that's the synthesize. So it'll append. It'll append to your truncation point.
too much?
So if you give it like,
So
if you give it like 86,400, that's 1 day. So it'll synthesize
8.4.
1 day of blocks. Yeah.
Okay. And then other peers that
Equivalent.
connects to me during that time will get those blocks, but won't be able to add to the right. Yeah, because I'm gonna do that. So 1 day of blocks, like how long do you think it's gonna take? Like a couple of minutes, like 15, 20?
Yeah. No. Maybe 1 minute.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think the average I saw was about 1 minute per epoch, basically, for synthesis on Sanchonet.
That's pretty efficient.
Okay.
Why are we debating on that?
because I think the ideal was to create a decentralized means, but I don't think it's possible.
Nah, screw that. Just give me your keys right now. Wormhole magic, let's do it.
You don't even need that in this scenario.
Yeah, people gotta start thinking about Sanchonet and like do the same, Johnny. Do the same.
So yeah, the confusion it has is it thinks it's still syncing. It's reporting 99.7% synced. It has a tip difference because it's expecting the tip to be at a certain position, so it thinks it's behind, even though it's truncated. It's not accepting any new blocks, even if it can't even check to see if it's the leader because it's not in the position of being synced to tip in its own opinion. So just truncating alone is not enough.
Well, okay. That doesn't look good.
So we've confirmed that truncation alone is not sufficient, which was already known, but it's on the recording now. Yeah, so if you truncate a database back and try and run it from there, the protocol still thinks that the future is the future and the tip exists to sync to. So it's now got a 99.7% sync, I think it said, or maybe it was lower.
Hey, can you do a Cardano CLI query tip, Mike?
Yep.
Your machine.
Yeah. Wait. I stopped my node. Let me just.
I'll do
And the reason that the node knows the future, well, the current time is because of the wall time.
I think it's because of the, oh yeah, and what it's expecting, yeah. And the protocol has its own, the
What?
config files have their own start. Oh, what is happening? See, we have to leave it running long enough.
Do you have a second machine, Mike? Are you
What?
possibly syncing from someone else who didn't truncate?
Yeah, I'm doing the same, and I think we didn't cloister our network properly because I'm getting synced up as well.
Somebody's playing with us. Somebody like restarted with another, like with the former database.
The relays that were
And then
already
they just served you. Yeah, they just served you the old chain.
Yeah, who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who's playing with us? Martin? Martin's been silent.
I may have a configuration error because I don't think I changed the config to say peer sharing not false, right? But even with that, if you don't have if you have peer sharing is true, but you have a -1 on your ledger after slot,
yeah, peer sharing I think has to be false no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think I was the rogue, and I apologize for it. But I'm going to turn a negative into a positive.
Let's truncate again.
No, but I'm going to turn a negative into a positive. This kind of small configuration error can have a massively bad effect. And if you're trying to trust a group of people on mainnet to do a very specific set of config file changes, and you can't verify that because you're not there, then you could completely botch the recovery.
That's one of my concern. If a single one of them that's within the closed environment screw this up, then everyone is.
Yeah, I believe in 10.6.0 node going forward. The default config will no longer have a peer sharing declaration. Node will automatically recognize if it's a forger or not, and it will set peer sharing appropriately. It will disable it for a block producer. And if somebody goes in and explicitly enables it for a block producer, the logs will throw, a warning and say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that.
My peer sharing is set to false, so if somebody somewhere has
it, it's my fault. I did it. I killed everything. I'm sorry.
You did it.
I set peer sharing to false.
You corrupted our database, Johnny. What have you done? I'm truncating again, and I'll synthesize it right now if you guys don't mind, so we can get it.
My setting to false, and I apologize, everyone. But hey, that's the kind of thing that could happen. Someone would be like, "Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know."
Sometimes I wonder, like that would probably be the least of our problem, right? Because if we have to do that on mainnet, like everyone's going to be in panic mode.
Yeah. All of their investments, all their data, they're like, everything's banking on the thing being able to be recovered.
Oh, so because you had it set to true, John, so you pulled in the new chain state or the old one from someone else, and then you served it to.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And I was worried about that because I said I have more than 6. You'll hear in the recording, I have more than 6 beers. I think I've done something wrong.
He served us that poisonous plate.
Yeah.
To all of us.
Perfect. Another example on the YouTube video of what not to do in real life. Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, we do this all the time, man. It's like that's what we're here for.
Service here, man. We're telling people this is how it can go wrong.
Johnny, can you repeat which property is the thing, the one that you had as true?
Peer sharing.
In your config.json file, wherever that is, there is a
Uh-huh.
peer sharing. There is a peer sharing field, and I had it set to true.
Ah,
instead
okay.
of false.
I have
But
it
you
as
have your-
false. Okay.
Yeah, you're a good man.
It's
The reason
it should
I
be a
had it
false,
set
but-
to true is because I don't have a relay, so it's useful whenever
Yeah.
it's working. But if I did have a relay, my block producer would be set to false because that's the right practice. But yeah. I fucked up, is what we're saying.
Yeah, so I guess the 1 minute estimate that I gave, that was on my local system with
With a lot of
8 processors fully dedicated.
So it could be 8 minutes then, because he's on one processor or half a processor.
Half a
Okay,
processor.
okay, I get it. You know what? I could do it on my local machine and then just send the database over to that server as well. I think that would be smart. Ah,
Yeah.
Well, we started, if it scales linearly, so that's a 16x difference. So it would be maybe 16 minutes, and we started at like 46 minutes of this hour, I think.
oh God. Okay. Let me just hold
How
on
many
there.
vCPUs do I have over here? Maybe I should run the command. I have 16. Oh, it's done.
Oh,
Oh man, really?
was
Fuck
that
off.
was like 30 seconds.
Forged and adopted 517 blocks. Reach slot 737127336. Result, forged 517. Yeah. So it's done.
Yeah, well, whatever. Okay, start yours and we'll just synchronize with yours. What's that?
Well, no, because I don't even know if mine's working, right? But do you want me to restart it anyway, just to see?
Yes, do it. I'll cancel this mess.
No, don't.
Can you
because
also paste? Can you paste whatever slot you just said it got to, John, into the chat?
Yeah. I'll put the whole output here. So
Okay.
it's just
We sound dyslexic.
What's the number?
Totally not up to date. Which version are you using? 1.35, man? What are you talking about? What? Voltaire? What? We have smart contracts? Oh my God. It's really. Okay, so I'm replaying.
It's still version 1.
Okay. Here's my output. It has completed again, nice and fast, 16 cores. So now that that's done, I'm going to restart my node again.
I'm replaying the blocks right now. I'm at 17%, but I'm sure you can catch up.
I'll catch up. Yeah.
You'll
I'll let you know when I pass. I'll let you know when I've got past you. Right.
Okay, so now we have a closed environment, and technically Johnny is going to lead the charge. And as soon as he started, everyone else can. Well, we could technically do it just slightly after.
Once I've got to the replays finished, I'll hopefully be available in the network for connecting to. I would appreciate a telnet test to make sure. But I have removed. Let's see if Mike hears it this time. I had a firewall rule that had anywhere acceptable for the port of my SanchoNet node, and I didn't remove that firewall rule that allowed it connections from anywhere, and I think that was the source of our problem.
Oh.
I added all the restrictive ones, but there was still an anywhere rule, so I think it overrided everything. So what have I got? I got a Lappy at 24%. We're currently at 9.3, so we're catching up. That's so fascinating, though. You run one command with your CAS key, it works out your slot lottery, it adopts and forges all of your blocks that you would have had in that time frame and just inserts it into your local database to be propagated. Cool tool.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool as well.
Of course, there's a stipulation in the CIP that any rewards that come from those empty blocks would be donated back to the treasury.
You know, actually, like honestly, like there's really a lot of pros and cons by using this method, because you could get it back ready on time with all empty blocks, but the solution would be to highly centralize the thing, but you kind of had no choice.
And it's verifiable that nothing was done nefarious on the chain. You can look at the blocks, see they're all empty.
Yeah,
You could still possibly do that time synchronized thing, but that's a whole lot more hassle and challenging.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's not.
The shift would happen just because of your geographic location across servers.
Nobody's going to get together for this.
I have a running block producer that is doing trace node leader checks.
Nice.
So there you go. It's running as expected.
Can't wait to participate to that.
Now you probably
it says my op key will expire in 5 KES periods, which is to be expected. That was the one.
Yes.
So you should forge a block in roughly 2 minutes if you haven't already.
Let's go check and see if their block number's gone up. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to catch up soon, so that should be as well very helpful.
And let's see if my peers are, well, even if my peers are coming in, I have the longer chain. Density of 0.811. That is what we expect.
Oh my god, we made it! We made it worse than preview! Yay!
Yeah.
I'll join up very soon and help you with that density issue.
Yeah. Oh yes, I've adopted and led a block. So a block has been added to the network.
That is
awesome.
That is actually a good thing that you rolled it back and that you're using the former key that you used to have before you. That's pretty cool.
I understand the principle. Don't worry. It was because the rotated one has a future, although it doesn't now. The rotated one has a KES start period that is actually before this current slot because we extended the chain. So let me switch keys for the next block.
Wait. Let us connect first.
Nah, I'll switch keys.
But you have to reboot the thing. Don't. Let me just connect.
Play again. It won't need. It'll just restart. It's fine.
I want peers.
You want peers? All right. Okay. I'll wait. Just for you, man.
I'm 6% away from being able to
produce a block.
Connect something.
My block producer made a block.
There you go.
While it was syncing to your node, but not on tip. Haha. Let's see how this gets resolved.
Wow. We got a fork.
Yep.
Wow. What's gonna happen?
I'm connected to 3 peers.
You had to sync to tip. You were running your keys that can forge blocks. While you were syncing to tip, you got to a place where you were the leader of that slot. And you put a block in before my first block whenever I recovered with all the empties. So yeah, that's fun.
That's reality.
That is reality. Which is why I think a small group of coordinated cloistered people may not be the way to go for the recovery of the main net of Cardano.
That was actually pretty quick.
So the thing is, and that it's expected, it's now sitting there waiting for another block that was built on my block, but that block will never come. So yeah, let's see.
It should self-recover, right? The longest chain with the most blocks. Your one is off on its own, producing its own blocks with no other peers, unless they manage to grab yours somehow.
I'm synced to your database. Oh, another. Oh, I made this block. That one's mine.
You forged block 3628855, yeah.
Yep. Oh, another one.
Can we verify that? Has anybody got Cardano DB Sync running for SanchoNet? I'm sure it's a fucking mess right now.
So the funny thing is, with that high amount of stake, my block producer now made a second block on its own, and I think it's cruising along now. Yeah,
It's
until
an isolated world of self-produced blocks.
So you guys are going to try to get all your group of six back up, and then you'll drop your relay IP tables rule so the general
Yep.
can connect to it.
Exactly.
People truncate back. So
Yep.
I'll have David and I will have our servers truncated back and ready for whenever that happens.
When this is done, I'll redelegate to all your respective pools until we set up a date for the next scenario.
With the fake time at 10x speed?
What's that?
With the next scenario being what? The fake time with the 10x speed? And massive coordination, or some other thing?
Oh gosh, no.
No, the procedure. Well, procedure is probably could actually be the same. Would be nice to restore it to the actual time. Would be nice to try that. And but the destruction of CentralNet is going to be different. We're going to go for maximum transaction size over the maximum block size.
Oh, okay.
And try to break the chain by doing something like that.
Okay, and then you're going to be in the situation where you got to roll back to while it's still being voted on and try to get it to fail or something.
Yeah.
Right. Is this font big enough for you?
Oh yes, that's beautiful.
What?
That's like full
Go look
screen.
at my stream.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Have you created?
I lost an outgoing connection.
Oh, I restarted. Don't worry. I updated the topology.
When it falls from 2 to 1, I guess. Oh my god!
I updated my topology and firewall rules, and then restarted SanchoNet node.
You know, 2 outgoing connection is concerning, but 1 is like, trust me, bro, right?
I have 4 hot pairs and 5 bidirectional pairs, 4 outgoing and 5 incoming.
I have 4 incoming, 3 outgoing, and no, it's back to 3 actually.
Although one of these IPs doesn't look like one I should have.
I got 7s, I got you, and I got somebody that has 9,000 as the port number.
Yeah, that's 150.143.150.135.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have 8999 as a port number, so they must be running 2 relays under the one IP. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna guess that's Martin.
Oh no. Just a single one.
That was me. On the other nodes that I fired up, I ran them both as relays. I've just turned the one off. So the one with 9,000 is me.
So you're back with your producer?
Not with the producer yet. I'm just swapping some keys around.
He's sinking.
Nice.
And he's swimming. He's sinking and he's swimming.
Yeah, now it feels a little more comfortable with 3. Yeah, that's great.
We got a density of 0.888. It's not 7s, but it's, it's relevant. 888.
It's better than it used to be.
Do you want to stop it here, Mike?
What's that?
Do you want to stop it here? Because we've done a successful recovery with a small group.
Yes.
Blocks are being added and adopted. Each of the peers are picking them up. I just served 1,420 blocks in the last 5 minutes because someone came online and used me as a sink.
I am 4/4, meaning that I'm probably going to have so I have you, Ian, Martin, and 7s. That's what I'm seeing right now.
So I think we've been able to demonstrate a recovery of a broken chain that was completely unable to produce blocks because it had gone past the threshold for being able to do it. We've been able to show truncation and rebuilding of a chain using DB-Synthesizer and then having people resync to that chain. We identified some issues in that if people are running their keys, they might end up in their own little separate land of woo. But yeah, and I think we've discovered that the CIP as it's written is not practical.
could be constructively modified.
Could be adapted to actually be workable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's doable. That's for sure.
Well,
But
I mean, we know we can recover a chain. We just need to have a small enough group to do it, and then expand out from there. So I
Yeah.
guess the next group would be the next test would be to make sure everybody in the group of 7 now are fully synced, and then slowly introduce more connections for people to sync, right? But you need to get the instruction out to anybody who's running a relay on SanchoNet that they need to truncate their database.
or delete it entirely and rebuild it from scratch. Yes.
Although I think teaching people how to truncate a database might be a worthy thing.
I have 2 videos on that explains everything from scratch.
Okay.
But as Johnny mentioned, he had to double the speed of it because I tend to over-explain stuff. That's what I do. Sorry about it. But yeah,
Okay.
I should do something like shorter, like a 3-minute, like quick, like do this, do that, step 1, step 2, step 3, and that's it.
Yeah, I can do that if you want. I can be quite when I can't, when I need to be. Having done call center work for like 10 years, 15 years. But yeah.
Did you get my 925 block?
925 came in, yeah.
Yeah.
926 just came in as well.
Perfect.
Awesome. So let's keep it like that for now, and I'll make sure to tell everyone that they need to rebuild their database soon when we will decide to open it. I would say tomorrow, and then I'll redelegate to Johnny 101 Spool and everybody else that used to have state delegation. But I'll make sure that they, of course, truncate or rebuild their database. Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.